Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. Welcome back to Interworldwide, and the title today is Get a Move On for Certain Clubs. That means us. That means a certain other club in Turin. But we're not talking about them today. We're talking about us and the fact that we are falling further and further behind. Now, I know that we only just went on vacation from the Club World Cup about 9 days ago. However, we're about 40 days away from the season commencing, and Inter really aren't anywhere near closer to being ready, starting 11 and bench-wise, than we were last season. The Sucic and Luis Enrique and Boni inclusions are nice. They are depth upgrades. They are depth upgrades, I will give us that. But if that's all that they are at this point, then we need to start worrying, fam. We need some serious traction over the next 5 to 6 days. We need to start going in for Leone and put a serious bid through, a formal official bid of 30 million. 30 million. Let's not beat around the bush and think that a prospect like that is going for less. Let's try and get a step ahead. Other than that, if the backup is De Winter, we're going to have to go for that as well. We are going to run out of time. This is going to remind me of the situation that Juve got in this time last year with Giuntoli trying to tie down Calafiori and then missing Todibo in the process. We need to be better, and so do they, because we are falling behind. Both of us are falling behind, and I will be live tomorrow on the Bianconeri Zone with Alejandro to talk a little bit more about this. But when I wake up at 6 a.m. in Sydney and I see that Lorenzo Lucca has been agreed for Napoli. Now, don't get me wrong, he's not the best striker in the country, but to be a backup to Romelu Lukaku for about 30 million euros, 25 million euros, that is it's an expensive backup, but it's such a smart purchase. It's such a smart purchase. They've just guaranteed that if Rom's not available, Lorenzo Lucca will start for them. Napoli's winning the Scudetto next season. It's already tattooed in. They're winning number 5. Everybody else is in a tussle for second. Everybody's in a tussle for second. When I wake up and I see Kevin De Bruyne images coming out of Napoli, like, let's not beat around the bush. I know he's only going to play 20 games this season. I know that he's not 100% fit. I know that he's moved there just because his wife wants to move there. It's beside the point. Napoli's moving. ADL's moving, Antonio Conte's moving, and they're doing it in this sort of silent but in-your-face silence. Like, fuck rumors, fuck the modern journalists. We're just going to come out and announce headlines. It's a very old-school, traditional, last way of doing things. Nobody does it anymore, and you need to admire it. You can't even sit here and say a bad word about it, man. Forza Napoli for what they're doing. Simple as that. Simple as that. And if you're going to argue with me and go, oh, Anthony, what are you talking about? Bro, if this was Inter behaving like Napoli, we'd be up our own asses licking it. Anyway, just some uncomfortable truths for everybody today. Ciao.